Greetings everyone, and Great here with another Advanced Wars Days of Ruin Tiny Wars replay. So on the south side is the blue Tabitha, we got PeePeePooPoo. On the north side is the green Hawke, we've got yoshierider. When it comes to COs, Hawke is technically a custom CO in Days of Ruin, has standard boarding costs, 2 radius, has a 30 expansion zone, 30, 70, 120 with max energy of 120, twice the amount as a normal CO. All units get plus 20% offense, plus 10% defense, has a power costing 50 energy, making it cheaper than other superpowers, giving him plus 20% 10% offense, defense globally, and of course provides 1 health healing, minus 1 healing, effectively back Black Wave, and Black Storm is plus 2, minus 2 at 100 energy cost. Since he does have a max CO zone of 120, he can store some charge a little bit left over. Tabitha is of course same as the Karcher counterpart. Standard boarding cost is 0 radius, 30, 60, 60. Has the plus 6% offense defense. And of course she has that Sturm Meteor as a superpower. So, somewhat fitting to fight against Hawke. Either way, her CO zone, how it works since it has 0 inherent radius, and she goes from a duelist to something to be a wall break, and then an army nuker. She has a bit of a design path, which is not exactly clear, but can be very nice. This map is quite dusty. It also does support 3 bases, 1 airport, 1 seaport, and both players do start off with a couple temporary ports instead of the map for a forward resupply weekend. If you want to make some naval play, there are some shores here preventing movement. Here, and here, so you cannot send ships to your opponent's side of the map. You can send some boats in the form of landers, gunboats, and that's it. There are no other boats, right? But ships cannot traverse and hit your opponent until you pull out 2 rigs and open up the path. 1 rig over here can be half bad, help traverse your side a bit more. Putting a rig here will help you police the entire flank. You have a recon quad by Hawke as well as by Tabitha. Going straight for the radar station there. Really wants to make sure she has good map vision. Just know the fact this is of course not Fog of War. We do also have this prop, it looks like Skip there. Radar stations do offer 3 defense stars and they still provide income, so they are still quite nice on this map as a defensive point. Though no forward repairings, right? Command tank now put on the field. And of course got Tabitha's possible command tank there as well. Bike, infantry. Pulls back the unit there. Recon strikes recon. And there's Tabitha's command tank on top of the city there, so she does get strike. Not only is she basically bulletproof, because plus 100% defense, she will able to really retaliate and get repairs there. Hawke's command tank moves along the left side. Okay, it is out of range, so I have to double check that. Though, the bike there may be in range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nope. Both those units are out of range of Tabitha's command tank. But the infantry unit could be picked off. But would be in range of an anti-air. But she's going leftwards. Battlecopter and cooler in the field. Tank. And double base skip. Do have 15 energy for Hawke right now. Very nice. No anti-air to engage that battlecopter. But Tabitha should be able to outrun it and start gunning down some of these nice juicy targets. This battlecopter may need to get over here to provide some escort. Another battlecopter there, and battlecopters coming over to support the command tank. Good strike there. Preemptively interrupting the capture by 1 turn. And a bit more since I had to take time to fire. strikes the radar station. Gotta be careful when sending infantry forward towards the top of the command tank, but sometimes you just gotta push forward because being held back the entire time is not good. And nope, spam bot. I feel like I only get spam bots nowadays on Twitch. Does strike on the battlecopter and does not pick off that unit, which may have been a bit of oversight. Because she wants to pick off units entirely, because now she needs to still take 2 more turns, possibly up to 2 more turns, just to get her +1 CO zone. So we do got a good strike on the battlecopter. She may have rolled some bad luck when hitting that bike. It is a 3-star defense property. Does body block there. Battlecopter strikes battlecopter, but they got the battlecopter here to retaliate. So I'm thinking the battle tank will fall back, hit one of those units. Battlecopter strike the battlecopter, battlecopter strike the battlecopter. You have Tabitha's tank push forward, another tank there, very nice. We're going to have 2 tanks versus just the 1 command tank. Does not finish off the battlecopter there. Of course, does not finish off there as well. Gets a nice little pick there. 29 energy, so 1 more energy. She will get her +1 CO zone, making her far more dangerous. Looks like Hawke got a bit more lucky there than his opponent. His good strike there. And the bad luck is getting pretty bad right now for Tabitha. Property has 10 capture progress remaining. I'm going to sneeze. My apologies. Well, she has target-rich environment in front of her, so she should get her +1 CO zone. But she is trapped there, and the battlecopter here still poses a threat. That's the only threat in the region. Do bikes have more defense? I wonder how that bike survived. I guess bikes have more defense, I didn't even know it. Get some good picks there. Has +1 CO zone, which now this CO zone could be used to support hit that infantry unit there. And once she gets +1 CO zone, she rapidly charges power. Because another unit getting +60, +60 means 2 sources of lethality. And here did finish off that 1 battlecopter. So Tabitha's command tank still have free ram left side. Tabitha's in a good position over here as well, having 2 tanks. She has 92,000 field versus 67, so Tabitha has a pretty good advantage versus Hawke. What would be quite nice for Tabitha if she were to take out that infantry unit there, and then this command tank, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, go right there, strike something, then another unit can push forward even further, but sort of lacking for that other unit to be around. So maybe just pulling back the command tank a little bit, don't bite it off more you can chew, just push forward a little bit. Great strike there. Even takes time to try to machine gun down that anti-air. Good strike there, anti-air. Anti-air battlecopter tank. 25,000 versus 24 now. Trying to do a flip. Still 1 property left, despicable neutral. And will be interrupted. Tabitha's at 45 energy. She's getting pretty close to her superpower. Decides not to get power charge there. Right now it's 15. She'll effectively have to get the power charge during her turn, as it's such a small radius to be around. It's easy to play around against. So she needs to charge forward, survive the turn, and then launch her Firestorm. It's effectively a nuke. Tank, Battlecopter. Now Tabitha has a pretty good core for us here. Tank. Hawke's command tank will be fully repaired. He does have a decent amount of energy so far. Trying to flip that radar station. Tank. Good strike there. Takes out the anti-air. So Hawke's or Tabitha's making great gains over here. Strikes Hawke's command tank, as well as a supporting tank there. Artillery piece gets in the range, and the command tank will not be able to escape on out of there unless something breaks through along the side, which there is a battle copter for that. Oh, looks like she's at 55 energy now. She's pushing forward. Feels safe enough to push for the command tank. On 0 stars of defense, but still has plus 8% defense in total. And if Hawke needs to keep a unit away from this aura, because if he leaves you nearby and gets picked off, it will give her 60 energy, and she can launch her nuke. There's the black wave. It pops it immediately. Also gives him plus 20%, plus 10% global. Tabitha may get her nuke this turn, but her tank, it's hard to actually get on top of those squares. No, pull back the Battlecopter. Yeah, she's going to launch her nuke this turn. She can launch her nuke. I'm just going to pause right there, pull back the Battlecopter or sack it. And then the anti-air to strike the anti-air should give her, yeah, with the plus aura benefits, she will get it. Just only gets 4 damage done. Sacks it. She can manipulate where the Firestorm lands based on killing everything in high densities. Though she is going to miss out on the global plus 60, which she may just try to save that till next turn. She is fighting against plus 10% defense this turn, which can be easily overcome. It's a lot of good kills there. Okay, she does not pop her superpower this turn. Now, missed on C, so she couldn't. Oh, wait, that's not traversable terrain there, wasn't it? Oops. I'm an idiot. I thought that was traversable terrain. Tabitha's command tank could go down this turn. We got 2 tanks and the artillery piece there. Yeah, that maybe did Tabitha command tank. That would be a bit of a loss for Tabitha. Can she get it? That thing is pretty durable. Or can Hawke get it? Yep, it's down. Ooh, he can breathe a sigh of relief. Good shots in the Battlecopter. Sacks that Battlecopter there. Tabitha may load herself up with another tank or maybe Battlecopter. A lot of stuff there. It does load herself into a tank. She will need some bit more support, I think, on the right side or left side. The right side, she's doing great work. Does not take out Hawke's tank there, has 9 energy, so picking off is not high priority. There's actually probably a bit of argument there for Hawke to sack his tank so he can reload it somewhere else. Tank, battlecopter, recon, tank. However, right now is 103 versus an 89, so she still has a slight advantage. Pulls back. Oh, does go ahead and load a CO unit, or merge onto a CO unit. Definitely much cheaper than trying to probably the best course of action, because it would give him a bit of refund and save him the cost of reboarding. And also be immediate. Tabitha still has a good number of tanks here, pushing the way forward. Anti-air can't range the battlecopter at the moment. Does not take out that battlecopter there, has 2% health. Medium tank got a pretty good strike there and follows her on up, has 27 energy. Good strike there. And also Tabitha's command tank got trapped there again. She got stuck like a stepsister. Does have, of course, the battlecopter nearby for some fire support, and does get broken out there, so she can escape. Just have to avoid the artillery piece overall, I'd say, so maybe put the command tank on top of the radar station to get 5 energy from that bike. She's only at 8 energy, so it's that fractional. Oh, or nukes the anti-air there. Good pick. Of course, this command tank could be hit by a battlecopter and perhaps a 5 health battlecopter and 7 health tank. Though we do have another battlecopter in here for fire support, as well as this one here. Good strike there. Oh, I didn't see that one there. Wasn't paying close enough attention. And the command tank goes down as well. Honestly, Tabitha load up into a dust won't be half bad. It'll help new infantry units and the battlecopters. And there is a fair number of battlecopters on the field by both sides, so dusters could make an appearance relatively soon. Or just go for a battleship and see what happens. Tabitha does have 2 tanks here in the anti-air to strike this force. Does load herself up to another tank. Battlecopter and battlecopters. Anti-air interrupts the capture. Does not take out that unit there. Takes out that unit. Interrupts that capture. Tank. Battlecopter bike. Good strike there. Anti-air battlecopter goes down. Hawke seems to drop Preservance Forces. Does not have enough for a superpower just yet. Now, or power. Now has access to a power for next turn. 1 health global regen actually may not be half bad. A lot of stuff is just slightly wounded. Not to mention 1 global percent damage there, reducing his opponent's force by at least 10%. There's some good strikes there. Gets a good strike on the artillery piece. Command tank from the left side again. Takes the battlecopter. Finish off the artillery piece. anti-air. Tank battlecopter. Does pop the black wave again. Does pick up a good number of units there. At 109,000 versus 88, so the back down with he still has sustained the income as well, so Hawke has started to take advantage, has good core forces over here, and has pretty dominating force on the right side as well. Tabitha will need to take some actions to equalize. Going for a firestorm could be very useful, but then again, when is the firestorm not useful? Here does not go down. The extra bit of veterancy does help out. Veteran copter does go down there. Tank. Good shot there. Here does get a good strike there. Man tank. Hawke is getting some more energy charge there. Medium tank at efficiency 2 as well. And this medium tank is almost out of ammo. I apologize for my drink open up. Battlecopter, medium tank, infantry. So Hawke's been deploying a good number of medium tanks, and he's been quite successful with them. Good strike on those forces. There's a couple battlecopters here, which Tabitha does have a pair of battle control. Medium tank getting fully surrounded, also giving Hawke a decent amount of power charge. He's off that unit there. He's off that one unit. And since the battlecopter took time, just sort of stood there engaged, probably should move around, hit there, so the battlecopter hit there from the side. Puts around that medium tank, so the medium tanks are starting to be picked on off. And instead of 113 versus 90, so Tabitha's starting to turn the game around. Sacks the medium tank there. She's at 28 energy at the moment. A lot of explosions this turn. Tabitha's command tank does take a shot there. And goes down once again. Sacks the medium tank on the bike, but bleeding veterancy towards it. Getting some good kills in the center, takes out the battlecopter there, strikes up north. Hawke's command tank does take some severe damage. Nice little merger at 36 energy. No other support here, so it looks like maybe one strike here. I don't think we'll get a superpower next turn. Don't see 14 energy being squeezed out, or not superpower, just regular power. Lots of good picks over there. Tabitha's command tanks on the region, but there's a lot of infantry there to give a power charge, as well as not many healthy units in the region, though he does have a good amount of efficiency on those units. Hawke does fall back his tank, and no merge there. Makes the merge next turn. Try and flip multiple properties. This one should be interrupted by this infantry. This one will be interrupted by the command tank. This one will take an extra turn. It's already interrupted. Takes out the anti-air there. Battlecopter pushing on the left side. So Tabitha's getting decent combat force over here. At 85 versus 92. Both sides are still pummeling each other. Now got an artillery piece down south. So kind of neat thinking battlecopter here. Good amount of capturing infantry for all this infrastructure. It looks like Hawke's just going to brace for defense here. He could pull an anti-tank there. There's not too many capping infantry, so this probably should be safe for a bit of time. Tabitha's right now is 28,000 versus Hawke's 24,000, so you can't really even afford to forfeit even one property at the moment. Anti-air infantry battlecopter. And Hawke or Tabitha has a duster. It looks like Tabitha is not really on the push forward, trying to secure the properties and go for the longer game, which is probably a good idea. Also allow her to start focusing on supporting her command tank, try to get that charge going. Good strike there. Also prevents the medium tank from really retreating across this leftwards direction. Tabitha has actually deployed a battleship here. Don't know if that's a good idea. It's expensive, it's powerful, but it's also limited. It needs some rigs to open up the map. Big strike on the infantry in there, and now she has +1 CO zone, allows her to get a boosted strike there. Now it's at 40 energy immediately. A CO zone, it gets expanded like that. She may get enough power charge for a Firestorm next turn. Probably won't be able to deploy it. Will not be able to deploy it. But she's getting pretty close to a Firestorm. Got now tank, battlecopter, anti-air, infantry, bike. Right now, Hawke doesn't have too much congested forces. He's at 86 versus 146. So the biggest problem of Tabitha's CO power would be the fact that it would be +60 global. And Hawke does have enough for power next turn, which will help dampen possible Tabitha's superpower. And Hawke has now deployed a bomber. Battleship strikes the medium tank. It also strikes battlecopter, infantry gets knocked out. It's the anti-air. Nothing reaching to stop the Hawke's command tank. 9 energy there. And it gets 56 energy. Couldn't get 2 kills. Hawke just needs to stay out of this aura in order to prevent any sort of energy bleed. Can't let Tabitha deploy out a superpower on her terms. And because that bomber will be, well, the bomber supposed to carry nuke will probably be nuked by the Firestorm. That's probably the highest. I think her, oh, there's the superpower. I'm pretty sure her Firestorm follows the same principles as Stern's Meteor. We're going to switch between the value, the HP, or the indirect meteor. It's not guaranteed to always do value. Granted, those terminology is from Mengs, but I think it's the best way to describe it. And 59 energy. He wants the Firestorm to land. That was a horrible idea. There's a huge congested force. This is a Firestorm. Have the tank attack the tank, she will get the 1 energy required, and then launch the nuke. The nuke landed there. That appears to be the HP meteor that struck, or the HP Firestorm. So this entire flank has disintegrated, leaving the valuable stuff in the center. But she still has +60% global. That's actually the more dangerous part than the meteor strike. The Firestorm. Now she can nuke everything. She fired a nuke. Her units have fired nukes. Granted, this area is a bit of a choke point, so hard for the advance, that's for sure. And the power did interrupt some captures. 1 capture progress remaining. But the thing as well, she can push far more aggressive than she normally could because of the +60% defense. Hawke's turns at 81,000 after repairs versus 155, 19,000 base. So he has about at most 100,000 end of this turn versus Tabitha's 149. Couldn't even take out a 3 health pike there. Tabitha's command tank is here at 9 health, which is still perfectly serviceable. Meteor goes down, Battlecopters knocks out the command tank. That's a max event tank there, falling back to a city to get the repairs guns wouldn't be half bad. Everything else here can't pursue. Hawke went for an emergency mech here for the defense. Tanks creeping the way forward, artillery in range of the medium tank trying to ward away everything. Got a defensive anti-tank to pull in the field. Duster, bike, anti-air. Seal's the anti-tank, so that thing's going to be a little bit more durable and a little more lethal. And green has resigned to Zangrade, saying good watching, and on to the next replay.